Hello, and welcome to the Mr. Mediocre show. This is my show.
No.
Right before we started this,
No.
you said it was my show.
No, I did
You said,
not.
you said it's my show. I wish
No.
I would have been recording. So, like,
No.
you said it was my show. Did you not? Did you not say that?
For the seventh time, no.
You literally said,
No, I
"Bro,
did
it's
not.
your show." And I was
No.
like, "Oh, really?" And you're like, "Yeah, man, it's your show." I was like,
No.
"Oh." You actually
No, I've never said that.
okay, actually, I have a story to tell about, a show. I guess not really a show, but like, we'll get into it. But first, we gotta do the usual. And I'm Mr.
Yeah.
Mediocre, that's Doug, and we're about to plug our shit. Follow us on all platforms. Spotify, Apple Podcast, subscribe to us on YouTube, follow us on the Twitter and Instagram at BroadENTPod. Subscribe to me on the YouTubes, Mr. Mediocre, L Sticky's Lair. Follow me on the Twitter at Mr. Mediocre _YT, and follow Duck / the Ugly Duckling / Views of Phoenix / Views of Phoenix on Twitter at Views of Phoenix, and subscribe to him on YouTube at Views of Phoenix. Even though he doesn't fucking upload for shit,
I'm trying my best.
then try harder.
I hate you.
Okay, no. I have a funny story. So you said it was my show, but the funny thing
I've never
is,
said that.
you said it.
No.
Stop denying it. You said it.
No.
You said it. Okay, actually, let me say this. If you hear Mexican music on the background, I apologize in advance. Apparently, my neighbors think it's okay to have a house party on a Friday, which is weird because Friday you go out, and Saturday is house party day, and Sunday is for church. But anyways,
Agreed.
okay. So yesterday I woke up. I was fine. I was all fine and dandy. I was like, and like my cousin was sick, and I was like, you know what, man, I'm so blessed. I haven't been sick all year. Usually I get sick like once or twice a year, and then later that night my throat starts hurting. And I'm like, oh no. I over exaggerate a lot. I always think of the worst case scenario. So I was like, oh no, I got the COVID.
This is like the fourth podcast you've come on here and said you've got the COVID.
No, but see, when it was those times, other times it was just straight up allergies. But this time I felt like weak. My throat was hurting, and like my nostrils was like kind of, I guess, clogged up. And like it was later that night, and I felt it getting worse, hurting more. I'm like, yeah, this is definitely the COVID, and I felt like my breathing was compressed, and I was like, oh yeah, this is the end of the line.
You were such an overreactor, dude.
No, that's not even the worst of it. I started thinking, okay, man, like if I go to the hospital and they tell me, you got the COVID, you're gonna fucking die. Who am I gonna give my channel to? And I was like, you know what? I'll give it to
I
Duck.
don't want it. No. Your
Why
platform is toxic.
I said just the YouTube channel, not the.
I would sell it to the highest bidder.
Wow. So I'm over here being a nice person.
Okay. I'm just trying to be funny, but if, and it's not gonna happen because you don't fucking have COVID. But
Not yet.
if you were to pass from something like that, I would take your channel. I wouldn't even touch it. I'd post a rest in peace video and then never touch it again.
Wow, you wouldn't continue to live on my legacy?
No. Do you want me butchering your channel? I'll drop you like 4K subs.
It's already kind of bad as it is. I mean, let's be real. It's not good. Which, by the way, you brought up a good point. 4K. I'm about to hit 5K pretty soon. And I don't know, like, when I first hit 4K, I was like, at 5K, I'm going to do a Q&A. Like a personal life Q&A type of thing for them.
I can't wait for those questions.
Oh, yeah. Sticky, how much do you weigh? Sticky, what do you look like? Sticky, how tall
When is the
are you?
foot reveal?
Sticky, do you have a long schlong? Like, weird ass shit like that.
Sticky, do you think JJ Watt is going to stay a Texan for his career?
Oh, God. Oh, by the way, I would not answer a single Texas question in that podcast. Like,
I think you'd have to. You're Texans boy.
I'm not a Texans boy, but yeah, but like I think like a Q&A is kind of lame. Now that I think about it, like
I think a Q&A is for a higher point.
You think so?
Yeah, I think a Q&A is for like 50K, 100K.
You
where
hear that, guys?
more
You guys ain't getting shit.
Where it's more of a variety.
I also promised someone a hand reveal at 5K, and I'm not sure if I forgot who it was, but I promised someone a hand reveal. I also promised someone a foot reveal if the Bengals made the playoffs this year. So
that ain't happening.
Yeah, it's not happening. So I also promised a face reveal if the Texans make the playoffs this year too, after the 0-4 start. So
see, I don't know if I said this on here. Your standards for showing your face have dropped and dropped and dropped and dropped.
I just want to show my face because I want to be a TikTok girl, honestly. And then once I become a famous TikTok
girl... That'd be one depressing TikTok, I'm not going to lie.
Why?
People would just be looking in your eyes and it'd just be like nothing but pain memes. Like, you remember when with the Will and Jada stuff where people were making memes out of Will Smith? You're going to be doing the fucking renegade on there and people are going to be like, you can see the pain in his eyes.
For those of you guys that don't know, I have very depressing looking eyes, and whenever I do make my face reveal, you'll understand why.
No, like, okay, he's not exaggerating. It looks like, and he'll just be casually looking like this. Even when he's making a meme out of himself, it looks like he just spent the past 2 hours crying.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I have like very, very sad eyes. Like, it always looks like I'm sleep deprived and sad and depressed, even though like I'm
it really looks like you don't have a soul.
Oh no, see, it's because I sold that
inside.
for a fucking box of empanadas. No, but yeah, the face reveal will eventually come, and if it never actually comes, like, we're just gonna keep dropping the standard for like until eventually I do it. But honestly, first I want to like make my room look all pretty and stuff, like with flowers and all that stuff, so I don't look all depressing when I do.
No, it's gonna look even more depressing when all those flowers die. you just got sad eyes and dead things all around you, and like, it's just like everything around me just dies.
So like I go around, like, should I play along with the depressing like face I have and like just paint my room like dark purple and like have like pink lights and stuff and like make it look like
Tokoyami from My Hero?
Yeah, like, make it look all depressing and sad, and maybe start a sad podcast. Like, what's going on, guys? This is Sticky.
We're gonna talk about all the horrible and
to the sad
bad
podcast.
Things.
And today we're gonna talk about the top 10 things that make me sad.
Number 1, the Houston Texans.
Okay, actually, okay, enough about the little whole sad Sticky and the COVID scare I had. Again, for like the 5th time this year.
Dude, I'm pretty sure, again, just on the podcast, you've talked about thinking you have COVID like 4 or 5 times.
Okay, look. Back when I was in high school, I think it was freshman year, I had a coach. He was fat.
Wait, what does this have to do with COVID?
No. Okay, but I had a coach. He said something to me that kind of just stuck to me for like the rest of my life. He said, "Hope for the best, prepare for the worst." So ever since then, I hope for the best.
Bro, he made you a paranoid.
But I prepare for the worst because like it's like a good way to like live life. No, like think about it. Like if you're preparing for the worst but hoping for the best, then like you'll be prepared for anything that comes at you. So like that's why I'm able to like just chill. That's why I have depressing eyes, because I'm always like thinking, oh my god, death is around the corner.
Because you bottle the sadness up.
Because I'm like, oh my god, death is around the corner. I'm always preparing for the worst.
So
like,
it's not
random
that
hurricane.
It's not that you have just sad eyes. It's just that you're just ready for the imminent death.
Yep. Oh, fucking asteroids Yeah, any second now. Fucking Yellowstone volcano is gonna erupt. Like, just gotta prepare for it. No, but yeah, for real. But enough about me. I haven't talked to you since we last recorded. How have you been?
Fucking exhausted, to be honest.
Yeah.
What about you, sir? How have you been?
Besides
Shut the fuck up. We don't
great
care.
COVID scare of 2020,
I'm playing.
I've been okay. Decent. Yeah, a pretty happy lad. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
That's pretty much it, I guess.
Now, I want to start a conversation based on something that I saw on Twitter.
Oh no.
And it's a really interesting conversation because depending on the person, point of view can change. Does J. Cole have a 10 out of 10 album?
1. Forest Hills Drive. That's the only one in my opinion. Anything
that
else?
Was the common one. But even then, I give that a 9. I don't give that a 10.
See, the thing about that album is, like, as you approach the cold times, like, a November, December, or January, and I've said this so many times in my streams, that album just hits different, because, like, I feel like there's so much nostalgia tied to it. Like, putting that album on and listening to it just takes me back in time to winter of 2014, and, like, I love that period. Like, that was, like, probably, like, my best days of high school, I guess you could say, like, junior year.
Back to the Sad Boys podcast. Just fucking everything's downhill now, man.
Like, everything went downhill from there. No, but, like, I don't know, like, even though 2020, like, has been, like, a shitty year for, like, I guess the world, 2020 has, like, honestly, probably been, like, the best year of my life, like, personally. I don't know why.
If I'm sad, all of y'all better be sad.
It's the happiest I've been in a long time. Like, I wake up I look forward to, like, every single day. I guess you could say.
That's kind of dark, man.
How?
Are you saying every time you woke up before, you were just like, alive again?
No, like, like, you have, like, a fucking bad day, like, and you're like, fuck this day, I just want to go fucking home. But, like, in this year, I haven't had many bad days. Like, I'm always doing good. Like, I'm always
I will say 2020, in terms of just, like, personal stuff, this is the first year in a while where I haven't had, like, a really bad stint.
Yeah, see, it's because of me, I just tend to make people around me happy.
No. It's a good thing I'm nowhere near you.
Wow, see that? Okay, look, if we were near each other, if we lived near each other, this podcast probably would have never happened. We probably would have been right now fucking down at a fucking bar drinking.
All we would be doing is fucking hanging out in real life. That's it.
Yeah. But, I mean...
There would be some great shit for your streams, though, when I fucking, like, break into your house while you're recording.
Oh, hell...
I'm just like, knock, fucker, I'm here.
You just fucking keep my door open?
No, you don't even, like, I just pick the front door, like, pick the lock on it, and then I make sure you don't hear me while you're streaming on Twitch, and then I just, follow him on Twitch, by the way. And then just randomly, I just burst through your room door, and I'm like, shut the fuck up, stream's over.
And then you kidnap me and take me to Vegas.
And then I just start beating the shit out of you right on the spot.
You wish, dude. I would destroy you. I would destroy you, dude.
No. Wait, we went from J. Cole being nostalgic to me breaking into your house and trying to fight you.
I will do you how Derrick Henry did Josh Norman, okay?
No. First of all, I'm built more like Derrick Henry than you are, so you would be Josh Norman.
No, you wish I was Josh Norman. You're Josh Norman.
You're fucking Earl Thomas blocking for me on the other team.
You're not Derrick Henry.
I am actually similar.
If anything, you're like a fucking Julian Davenport or anything like that.
No.
Yep. You're Xavier.
All right, next topic before I have to park your ass.
Wow.
Let's also talk about another music topic real quick. Young Thug.
Is that?
Young Thug whiffed twice.
What do you mean?
He whiffed twice this year.
What did he drop?
Wait, you don't. How behind are you?
I don't know. I honestly didn't know he dropped.
Well, he dropped a collab album with Chris Brown and Young Thug.
Oh, I had
Or
heard about that one, but
with
I
Chris Brown.
didn't listen to it.
Tell me you at least listened to So Much Fun.
I don't think I have. What the
You haven't
fuck?
listened to So Much Fun? Dude, that's from like summer of last year.
Hold up.
It's got it's got that Sup Mate
Oh, that yeah
song,
yeah 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 yeah
Hot,
yeah. Yeah.
Bad
Yeah.
Bad Bad.
Okay. See, because usually like with the Young Thug albums, I go off of the cover of the album, and I feel like I go like Future. I do that as well.
Yeah, I get that. But yeah, no. He whiffed.
Did he?
Did you I'm assuming you haven't listened to Slime and B.
Uh.
I listened to that because I'm gonna be honest. I don't know how I did, but somehow I managed to miss this album coming out. So I'm like, oh shit, there's a Thug album out that I haven't heard that's from the last couple months. I went and listened to it. There's like 3 out of 13 songs that I actually really liked.
Damn.
Like, they weren't like horrifically bad songs, but they're not like, none of those really hit for me,
They
you
ain't
know?
got that replay value.
No. Like, okay, the songs that have replay value to me always go into a playlist on my Spotify.
Yeah.
The only songs that went into my playlist was the first song on the album, Say You Love Me, and then the third from last track on the album, Undrunk, with him, Too Short, and E40. That's it.
Damn. Well, I mean, like Chris Brown and Young Thug, that's like a weird combination. So, I mean, I guess I could see how it didn't work out. So, I mean, it is what it is. Like he's like one of those guys that drops a bunch of music, so like he's bound to miss, I guess.
I
Yeah.
mean, it's just Young Thug is a legend.
Yeah.
So me finding out about the album late and then going and listening to it after getting myself all excited and only liking 3 songs on there, that's kind of disappointing, you know?
Yeah, it is, but at least you know he's gonna like drop a new album or a new project like here probably like in 4 to 6 months, as opposed
God,
to
I hope
like
so.
as opposed to a guy like a fucking I don't know, say Kendrick Lamar. What if like Kendrick Lamar's next album flops and like it's so fucking bad, and then you have to wait another 4 years? You know, like at least with Young Thug, you know you're getting something soon.
Oh no, I'm under the assumption now that this is Kendrick's last album ever.
Oh, probably.
Because it seems like it's taking longer and longer each time to get another album from him. So I'm gonna assume that we're doubling the years.
Well, see, the
So
thing is, like, the thing with Damn, like, okay, so the gap from Good Kid to Pimp a Butterfly was, I think, it was 3 years, and then from to Pimp a Butterfly to Damn, it was 2 years. So everyone was like, "Oh my god, like this is so quick," and like people were like saying, "Oh, you know, this is why Damn isn't as good as the other ones. It was too quick." And now, like the gap between To Pimp a
well,
Butterfly and his next one,
Damn
I
is
mean,
still
from
good. Let's
Damn
get back to there.
Damn from to this next one's about to be 4 years, 3.5 years it's been. But I think Damn is good. People tripping, man. Like
No,
they just
I
hold
love
it to
that
the
album.
they just hold it to the standard of the other albums. So, like if you
Well, see,
take Damn and throw in anyone else's discography, it's probably like top tier.
like, okay, my thing with Kendrick and Damn and artists like that are like top tier like this, when you set the standard of everything being like 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10, all time classic, guaranteed platinum in this amount of time, the bar is a lot higher.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think that's one of the things that goes on with Eminem.
Yeah.
Real early in his career, the shit he would do and say drove people insane, made people freak the fuck out. And then at a certain point, it just stopped because it's like, okay, well, you got to top My Name Is, you got to top all these legendary songs, and it becomes so much harder to do, you know? Because when you're having to top 30 classic songs, there's not a lot of people who can do that.
Yeah. Like, it's insane. Like, I feel like if you take Kendrick's Damn album and you like throw it on Drake's discography, I feel like it'd probably be his best project. And I feel like that's
Yeah,
that's
I don't
really,
think that's crazy to say either.
and I feel like that's like really unfair to Kendrick Lamar. Like, really, like you're like shitting on Damn because it's his worst project, but his worst project is like really still really good, and like I'm pretty sure like in 5 years it'll be viewed as a fucking classic.
And see, that's another thing. These albums, a lot of them are meant to age to become as good as they're supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Damn, when it first came out, again, because it's Kendrick, everybody was playing that shit, which they're going to. And I think what happens is when it's these big artists and it's a highly anticipated album or it's a surprise out or something like that, they play it so much early on, people get tired of it, they leave it alone for a long time, and then after a while, they go like, yeah, you remember this? Man, that was crazy good. People slept on this so much.
Yep.
And it happened, and it's not just like Kendrick. It's a lot of these top artists.
Mm-hmm. Like for me with Drake, Views. When Views first dropped, I hated that album with a passion. Now I love that album. That album aged very well. Honestly, I might even say, like in recent history, like probably over like the last maybe like 10-ish years, I feel like that is the album that has aged the best. Like, I love that album now. Like, like there's some songs I don't like, but like for the most part, I like the album now. Like, it's weird. Weird how
I'm
music
gonna
is.
I'm gonna say this one, and I know I'm gonna be alone on this one, but the one that was like that for me, outside of Marvin's Room, was Take Care.
Ooh.
Originally, I hated every single track on there outside of Marvin's Room.
Damn, that's weird.
Like Hell Yeah, Fucking Right. I hated that track. The Motto, uh, We'll Be Fine. Like all these really good songs, Headlines, songs like this. I didn't like them at all. But I went back like a year or two later, and I'm like, I think I don't remember why I hated these.
Yeah, it happens like that sometimes. It's so weird. Like that's what makes good music. Like if it stands the test of time, it's good music.
Now, while we're talking some music, Reasons album.
Okay, yeah. Do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
I would actually like you to go first
Okay,
because I know my thoughts and I really want to know yours.
okay. Like as you guys know, I am a huge TDE fan. I love almost everyone in that label. The fucking Kendricks, the Q's, Absol, Isaiah Rashad, SZA, J Rock, Sir, underrated artist right there, by the way, Sir. Reason. Don't like the album.
Really?
Yeah, dude. Like nothing that he does really catches my attention. Like, what is he really good at? And then, like, I feel like his songs.
Whoa. You going from you didn't like the album to what is this man talented at?
Yeah, honestly,
Jesus.
like like Kendrick Lamar, like he's pretty much good at everything. Ab-Soul, he's that guy that's like really lyrical, like metaphorically and all that. Schoolboy Q, he's like, he's that grimy, in your face type of guy, gangster rap. J Rock can also do that, but like a little bit more chill. Isaiah Rashad's that, laid back, low key kind of stoner music. Like, but what does Reason bring to the table? Like, what does he do? Like, what is he good at? And I really don't feel like he's good at much. At least like compared to his label mates. And
Well,
like,
he's got some extremely talented label mates. Let's get that clear.
that's true, but and like the album itself, like there is really, I don't really come away with anything from the album besides that Rhapsody had an amazing verse. Shout out to Rhapsody, sponsor us. Ab-Soul carried him on that song, Flick It Up. Kendrick Lamar's ad libs made that other song. What was it?
I don't remember the
Show
name
Stop.
of it.
Show Stop. And then
That might be it.
Schoolboy Q carried on Pop Shit. JID carried on that other song. Isaiah Rashad, by the way, who I love, didn't even sound like Isaiah Rashad in that song. So I was really left disappointed because, I was like, oh yes, a new Isaiah Rashad verse. It didn't even sound like Isaiah Rashad. But like really, all I came away with it is like, this guy, Reason, like, the only reason that his album was even looked at is because, one, he's from TDE. Two, he had like people like JID, Ab-Soul, Kendrick, Schoolboy Q on his album.
Staples.
Yeah, Vince Staples on his album. And the only reason he has those people on his album is because he's on TDE. Like, I am honestly not impressed. Like, I left the album with like nothing. Like, I didn't add anything. Actually, no, I lied. I do repeatedly listen to Showstop, but that's only because of fucking Ab-Soul. But everything else, like, yeah, no. And Showstop's actually been like out for quite a while, so yeah, like I didn't leave impressed with this album. Like, I didn't really like it, so.
So I disagree. I'm not going to sit here and tell you, oh, this is a 10 out of 10 album of the year. I'm not going to do that. But I cannot say this album's bad. I can't. Am I giving it a 10? No. If I had to rate it, I'd give it like a 7.5, which is not bad. That's not bad. That's around average. But to say it's bad, I think that's over exaggeration. Not trying to say you don't mean it or anything, but I feel like that's a spur of the moment kind of thing. Also, I disagree about the Schoolboy carrying that Pop Shit song.
You don't think he did? I think he did.
No, I significantly preferred Reason's verse on that than Schoolboy's. Like, if I'm rating verses on that, Reason's at like an 8 and Schoolboy's at like a 5.5. But no, I think this is a decent project, and it's gonna be good in a couple years. It's gonna be one of those things where it gets better over time. But I mean, we're not gonna come back to this and be like, well, this is a classic that we didn't recognize.
I don't know, man. I was just left disappointed by it. Like, I was like expecting, some good stuff, but at the end, like, I'm not saying like it's like the project itself. I'll probably rate it like a 4 or 5. Like, so it's not like
out of 10.
Yeah, so like it's not horribly bad, but that's only because I feel like JID or Rhapsody, which, like, by the way, like, she did her thing. Like, Rhapsody is the best female rapper in my opinion, like, right now. And people need to recognize that. People fight over, oh my god, Nicki Minaj, Cardi B. Well, what about Meg Thee Stallion? No. Rhapsody is the best female rapper. But, I mean, some songs weren't that bad. Like I said, Pop Shit, Showstop, what's it called? Stories
Flick
I
It Up.
Forgot.
Did you like him and Vince Staples on Sauce?
Well, that one was okay.
I like that one.
Extinct with JID and Isaiah Rashad was okay.
I did.
As well.
I will say I didn't like that one mainly because it seemed like, and again I could be wrong. I don't know anything about it, but it seemed like he was trying to force JID and Isaiah Rashad to fit into this little box that he created for his ideal version of this song, and he didn't let them do their thing.
Yeah, see, that's why. I guess that's why I felt disappointed in Isaiah Rashad's voice, because he didn't sound like Isaiah Rashad. So, yeah, but I mean, there's some okay songs on there, but I was ultimately I was left disappointed in this album, and honestly, I think it's because of the standard that TDE has set. Honestly, because if you look at TDE's their whole discography, there's mostly hits, nothing but hits, very few misses. Besides maybe These Days by Absol, or maybe some people say Crash Talk by Schoolboy Q, but for the most part it's nothing but hits.
I will say I don't appreciate my boy Reason taking shots at James Harden. I don't appreciate that. That was unnecessary.
Actually, since we're talking about James Harden, let's talk about something. Daryl Morey fired or stepping down.
He did not fire. I was about to clarify.
Honestly, do you really think he's stepping down?
Yes.
You think so?
He came out himself and said, "Yes, I stepped down."
I think it's a nice way of saying firing. How do you feel about it?
I don't think so.
How do you?
Because how do I feel about it?
Yeah.
At first, I was mortified because Daryl Morey is a good GM. With Daryl Morey, if you tell him who you want, he will go all in and get you those guys. But looking at it after the fact, I started thinking, and I'm like, well, Daryl did get the guys Mike D'Antoni wanted, but now we don't have draft picks, we don't have cap space, and we have an aging roster with no head coach to use the guys built for Mike D'Antoni's offense.
Yep.
So I started looking at it, I'm like, he did get it, but he kind of mortgaged everything to get what I'd call a slightly above average team.
I don't know if you know this, but I have never really been a big fan of Daryl Morey. I always felt he was a bit overrated, and I hate the fact that everyone was always all up on his nuts. I mean, yeah, look, I understand, I get it. The Warriors had one of the best rosters of all time for a 3-4 year span, so I 100% get that. But he was there 13 years.
He was there a long time. I don't know the exact amount of years.
13 years around there. Not a single championship appearance. If that was Rick Smith, if that was, Bill O'Brien, people would be on these guys' head. People talk mess about Bill O'Brien all the damn time. Oh yeah, you make the playoffs, but once you get to the playoffs, you don't go to the Super Bowl.
Now, I can't just let you shit on my boy Daryl, though.
I don't know. I've never liked Daryl Morey, man.
Okay, if I give you some positives,
look,
if they're fair, will you agree to them?
Okay, look, he brought in James Harden, and I will forever give him credit for that, because James Harden is, in my opinion, not necessarily the face of Houston sports, because I still think J.J. Watt is, and eventually I think Deshaun Watson will become that guy. But, you know, to me, it's always been Watt and James Harden. Like, those two guys, like, they're the face of Houston sports. And I love James Harden. I will defend James Harden till the day I die. So I am forever grateful for him bringing in James Harden. But I feel like he never really got him adequate help. You know, like, yeah, he brought in Dwight Howard, but Dwight Howard was, like, on the decline. Yeah, he brought in
No.
Chris
Don't do
Paul.
that.
What?
Dwight Howard had not started declining until he got to Houston. After his first season in Houston is when he started declining. He was still extremely good for the Lakers before that. He was not declining.
Fuck Dwight Howard. But, then he brought in Chris Paul.
I wouldn't say that too loud. He might hear you.
Chris Paul, you know, obviously Chris Paul, older. And obviously, like, if Chris Paul doesn't hurt his fucking hammy, you know, maybe, like, this conversation would be completely different, because I do believe, like many other people believe, that if Chris Paul doesn't hurt his hammy, the Rockets would have won the championship that year. Like, I'm pretty sure
they would.
Everyone could agree with that.
I think that's universally agreed.
Yeah, like,
because they were up 3-2 on one of the greatest teams ever.
Yeah.
And then he gets hurt and they lose back-to-back.
But, like, besides that year, I feel like the Rockets, like, I don't know, man. I feel like they were never really quite there. But I will give them their credit, because they were the only team attempting to go at the Warriors. Nobody else
because keep in mind, the Rockets went at the Warriors with the significantly worse team.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if we look at it, Warriors talent versus Rockets talent,
it's not fair.
Other than that year where we took them to a deep playoff series in the conference finals where Chris Paul got hurt, other than that year, there is not a single other year where we're even close.
And even then, that year, it was literally 2 superstars versus 4. You know?
Yeah, and see, that's my thing. Again, Daryl did a good job. Hell, I'll give him a great job at getting the players for the coach. The big criticism with him is he was so all in, he gave up everything to try to win a title. But in reality, he crippled the team. He really did. And I hate saying that, because, again, I love Daryl Morey. But no draft picks, no cap space unless we start trading everybody. And if we do that, odds are we're going to ship James Harden out of here.
Yeah, that brings up my next question. Would you be okay with trading James Harden?
No.
Me neither. Like, I say fuck Westbrook, fuck everyone else.
Everybody but Harden.
Anyone but Harden. Harden has to retire a Rocket.
Look, I would be probably 10 times more upset with Harden getting traded than I would Hopkins. Absolutely. Like, when Hopkins got traded, I quit being a Texans fan for a little while. With the Rockets, I don't know if I could go back to them.
Yeah, no. Like, honestly, like, I'm a casual Rockets fan. Like, I've said it before on the podcast. But if Harden gets traded, I will never watch another Rockets game again.
And see, I don't think he will be. Because let's be honest. Harden's going to have a statue outside that building.
Oh, he better.
Like,
the only thing, stopping him from, reaching legendary status is a ring. That's literally it.
And that's the thing. And again, this is why I was semi-questioning Daryl after I thought about it. James Harden never really had a second superstar. Because when Dwight Howard was brought in, Dwight was still considered a superstar in the public eye. He didn't play like a superstar in Houston. Chris Paul, he played good in Houston. He did not play like a superstar in Houston. Already. Russell Westbrook, outside of the 1 or 2 months where he was dominant, Russell Westbrook did not play like a superstar for Houston.
And I mean, let's be for real. I mean, Russell Westbrook's always kind of been a little bit overrated.
I will say, in fairness to Russell Westbrook, I don't think he was healthy in the playoffs. I think he forced himself back, but that's a dickhead thing to do. And with that shit, you better off at fucking home. But
and then he traded my boy Clint Capella.
But see, there's also been some chances he had where he couldn't pull it off. For example, the Rockets wanted LeBron James.
Yep.
That's a guaranteed title. You put Harden and LeBron on the same team? And keep in mind, in that point, they still had Chris Paul. They wouldn't have given Chris Paul up to get LeBron. They would have given guys like Eric Gordon and Capella up in order to get a LeBron James. So they could have gotten LeBron. Didn't work out. He went to LA. They could have gotten Jimmy Butler. Jimmy chose Miami.
Yep.
Could have gotten Paul George. Didn't offer enough. He went to the Clippers.
Actually, did you hear that? Apparently Kawhi wanted James Harden before Paul George.
That was never going to happen.
But what if we bring Kawhi over here?
There have been rumors about Kawhi not being a fit in the locker room and all that stuff in LA. Like his teammates mad because of like preferential treatment for Kawhi.
Yeah. Like taking games off and shit.
Yeah, like resting when he could have played and, you know, just getting benefits that nobody else got. Which, in fairness to Kawhi, he should get because he's the face of that team.
Yep. Or hear me out. You trade everyone except James Harden and Russell Westbrook for KD.
That would never happen.
And then you could recreate OKC from 2012. And then maybe they finally get a
run it back with yeah. Bring in Serge Ibaka. Perkins come back.
I don't know. I just hope they don't trade James Harden because I'd be really, really, really upset.
Well, I know you said you're a casual Rockets fan.
Yeah.
There's a rumor going around. I've heard it from a couple people. I'm not going to name no names. The rumor I'm hearing right now is that the Rockets are very serious about trying to get 76ers big Joel Embiid.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that too.
And I mean, when I say serious, I mean very serious.
Yeah, that's...
Like, okay, and again, this is just a rumor. The rumor is they want Russell Westbrook, James Harden, and Joel Embiid on one team.
Huh.
That's the rumor.
It's interesting.
Because from what I'm understanding with it, because I haven't been given a lot of details as to why, but from a basketball standpoint, Joel Embiid would become your second, like when Harden's out the game, it's Joel's team, and then Russell Westbrook becomes your third guy.
Good.
So they want that to be the big three. So let's say Russell Westbrook is having a horrifically bad series. He could play through Embiid. And then, of course, you're going to get Harden, who's giving you a consistent 30. And then James Harden also thrives with the pick and roll, which is why I was sad Capella left. Pick and roll with Joel Embiid and James Harden, and Harden throwing dimes to Embiid, and Embiid being able to get easy post up on mismatches because Harden's forcing the switch.
But see, wouldn't it make like more sense to bring in a coach first?
Yes. They have interviewed a lot of coaches. Yeah. From what I understand, there are 2 leading candidates for the coaching job. The 2 names I've seen the most, I don't know how to pronounce it. Steven Silas. He's an assistant coach for the Dallas Mavericks. Him and Jeff Van Gundy are the names I've seen a lot. I I don't know if I want to go with a first-time head coach, but I think a first-time head coach could be interesting. It's a rough situation. Plus, I don't know what they're going to be doing for the head coach hiring now, because with our new GM, I forget his name, but he's been with the team for a while now, and he's actually played a huge part in team building. With him at the top now, I don't know where he wants to go. Because Daryl Morey was supposed to have control over the next head coach hire.
Yeah.
But he has stepped down.
Okay, so a lot of Rockets Twitter seems to believe that, like dark days are ahead for the Rockets. Do you believe that as well?
I don't know. I'm going to be honest with you. I really don't know. Because here's my thing. The claim with our current GM is that he's had a huge part in team building. If that's the case, no, I'm not worried about it.
Look, for me, I believe as long as we got James Harden, we going to be all right.
Harden's going to be in his prime for at least another 3-4 years. Because his game isn't built off athleticism, it's built off skill. So, until those skills start going downhill, he's going to be a 30-point scorer. And I think even once he starts regressing, he'll still be a 25-point per game scorer, which is still incredible.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Like I feel like people tend to over-exaggerate a lot when it comes to sports and stuff. Like, Texans, oh my God, O'Brien has hit the Texans back 5 years. No, they'll be back in the playoffs next year. Like, people tend to over-exaggerate. Which, by the way, I know you're not a baseball guy, and neither am I, but the Astros, once upon a time, they were down 0-3 against the Rays, and now they're tied 3-3 in the series.
See, that's the thing. People, and I've kind of learned this and stopped listening, people, they talk with their emotions and not their heads.
Yeah.
Like, it happens, it's still happening with the DeAndre Hopkins stuff.
Yep.
It'll happen if, let's say they do trade James Harden and get Luka Doncic and Trae Young. Everyone's going to shit on it still. Even though that'd be one of the greatest trades ever, and I would actually be semi-okay with it. I'd miss Harden, but still.
Yeah.
Like, they're going to think with their heart, not their head.
Yeah. That's why it's better not being a fan of the Texans and just stepping back and looking at things without emotion. How I've been doing for like the past, I don't know, good while now. That's how things should be, man. But, Duck, I think it's time for us to talk about something that we talked about off air. And this is not something that we plan on doing next week, because next week we're doing a Halloween special, right, Duck?
Sure. Why not?
But,
Fuck it.
We're going on a hiatus sometime soon.
Yeah.
For a very long time. You guys are never going to hear from us again. We're going to Cancun for like...
You'll get us when you get Kendrick.
Oh, yeah, you're never getting us. No, but... See, okay, looking at the calendar. I was looking at the calendar the other day. So, this episode, we're recording on the 16th, goes up on the 19th. And then the episode we record on the 23rd goes up on the 26th, which would be Halloween week. So I think that should be the Halloween episode. Next week we record a Halloween episode. And then, after that we go like on a little 2-week hiatus, how we had talked about.
Yeah, and I mean, it's not going to be a permanent thing. No, but
you're never going to hear from us again.
Yeah, we hate you. We used you for clout, and we're never coming back. No, I'm just
What
kidding.
clout?
Exactly. But yeah, no. I I think it's gonna be actually good because one, over that stretch of time, there's gonna be more topics, more things I'm sure are gonna happen that we're gonna be excited to come on and
Oh, like
talk to you guys
Yellowstone
about.
volcano erupting?
That seems very 2020.
No, that's the grand finale, season finale.
Oh, and shout out to everybody who showed up in the premiere for our last podcast
Yeah,
on.
I didn't show up.
Yeah, no, you
What was
wouldn't
I
have wanted
doing?
to.
What was I doing?
5 p.m. on Monday.
5 p.m. on Monday.
Because we were in there talking about how shitty a person you are.
I'm a great person though. Like what you
Bro, I didn't even
mean?
start the conversation. They started
That's
it.
so mean.
I,
Like I'm a great
I
person.
forget who it was, and I'm sorry, I don't remember. But somebody was just like, Sticky Low Key is a piece of shit.
That's funny because I call
And
myself a
I
piece of
just,
shit. Oh, okay.
I just see agreed.
Oh my god, that's so. You know what's funny about it? Like I low key am a piece of shit because. Okay, anime girl. Everyone, you know anime girl, obviously, Duck, but like you guys don't
And
know anime girl, like
we don't.
whatever.
That's his little boo.
No, 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 but it's so funny because like the other day, remember when I texted you Among Us question mark and you were like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I can't tonight, Chief." Well, that night I was like playing Among Us with the viewers and stuff, and she was like, we were messaging each other, and like honestly, like I don't like she was acting weird, and I was playing Among Us, so I left her on red, and then like she replied again, and I was like, yeah, I know you already said that, lol. I just left you on red.
You said that?
Huh? Yeah, I told her that. And she's like,
Oh my
"What?
god.
You left me on red?" And I was like, "Yeah." It was like, "Damn." I was like, "Well, you leave me on red sometimes too." And then like she replied, I didn't open it to the next morning. And she was like, "Okay, I forgive you. I left her on red again. Haven't talked to her since."
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so I guess you could say I'm a little bit of a, a little bit of a piece of
Asshole.
shit. I don't care, man. Like, I don't want a girl right now.
That's your little boo thing either way.
Nope, I'm just chilling. That's why I started watching The Office. I need some time off of the anime world and come back to the real world. I started feeling like Naruto Uchiha for a little while there.
You use his patented move, the Kamehameha.
Yes. But I never thought I'd be watching The Office, but here I am. I guess what happens when you get old.
All right. I've got a topic for us to talk about.
Oh God, am I in
I
trouble?
don't know how well you're tuned into the Twitter thought streets.
Twitter thoughts, like thoughts as in like.
Cardi B,
Yes.
her breasticles leaked.
Beautiful woman.
People are memeing the shit out her tits, bro.
That's messed up. Well, okay, here's my thing with that. Okay, like, I think she's natural, right?
No.
You don't think so? Because I feel like if she...
I don't think. I think she said she's not.
Oh, really? Because that's weird. Okay, like, if you're not natural, then why not get that fixed? You know, like, you've already had stuff done. You know? Oh.
I don't know, but all I know is she was a former stripper in Atlanta. Most of them girls have something done.
And I know, like, she don't care either. Like, she says she don't care. Like, whatever. You know, good
Yeah.
for her.
But people fucking memeing the shit out her tits, bro. Have you seen those memes?
Yeah. Poor Cardi. Like, I've seen one, like, where they put her nipples, like, all over a pepperoni pizza and shit. Like, what the fuck? And they put, like, a fucking cookie on her nipple. Like, oh, it's a fucking nipple. Like, poor Cardi.
You know, I haven't played in, like, years. Or a year or something. It's been a long time. You know that little construction place in the desert on Fortnite? People took a above like photo of that and called that her nipples.
Oh yeah. The big old crater in the middle.
They're
Dusty divot, I think.
yeah, that's it. Um, I don't know if you saw this that went with it, but men are blaming Cardi B's boobs for Offset cheating. They're saying Cardi B's areolas caused Offset's infidelity.
And apparently now they're back together.
I don't know. I don't know about all that. I just found the boob memes funny.
That's mean. Well, guys, you guys aren't getting an anime titties episode, but you are getting a Cardi B titties episode.
Cardi B episode. Oh, that might be better.
Shit.
We can put her name in the title.
Oh, hey.
Cardi B boobs? Question mark.
Sticky likes Cardi B's boobs. I respect it. Like
That'll be an interesting ass thumbnail.
You know, like I don't know what I would do if my nipples leaked. I don't know.
First of all, I'd delete wherever that was like posted.
You guys heard it here first. Whenever Broad Entertainment gets 1,000 subscribers, Duck is leaking his nipples.
I'll post my nip right now.
Oh no!
I'll post it on Broad Entertainment.
No one wants to see your hairy ass nips.
My nipples are actually the one part of me that aren't hairy.
Oh.
Like I'm a hairy boy, but not there.
That's nasty. Like is it like because you shave there but not anywhere else?
No, you fucking weirdo. Who shaves their nipples?
I don't know. Maybe you're into weird stuff.
No, I will say there is actually another weird section of my leg that's like oddly like no hair.
The bottom of your foot?
No, like okay, look at your knee while you're sitting, right?
Holy
right before
shit,
you
I
get to
big old calves. No, I know.
You wish chicken legs. But right before you get to the kneecap, right?
Kneecap.
Go like an inch up, like closer towards your thigh, an inch.
Oh, I have a bruise there.
I have a quarter size spot right there with no hair.
You know,
everywhere around it's surrounded.
Because according to your horror, according to your horoscope, that's where
my horoscope.
Yeah, your horoscope. That's where you like last died. Like that's where like you died.
No, that's birthmarks.
Oh yeah, birthmarks. That's how
you have a birth. So
actually, I have a birthmark like in my stomach. I've probably got like stabbed or something.
I believe it. You're annoying enough to get stabbed in another life.
Wow.
If I'm being honest, my birthmark is like in the fold between my forearm and my bicep. So I feel like I died of like an overdose or something.
Oh, that's creepy. Oh, hell no.
My birthmark actually looks like fucking broccoli too.
Do you believe in that?
What?
Like, your birthmark is like where you last died?
No.
Because I know you believe in the horoscopes. Like, I know you're like, what? You're a fucking...
I'm a Sagittarius.
Are you?
No.
I'm an asparagus.
I'm a Scorpio.
Really?
No, I made that up too.
All I know is that I'm an asparagus, so...
I really don't know what I am. I will say, and shout out to any female listeners we have.
We don't have any because
all two of you. But you bitches are dumb as fuck with these fucking
that's rude.
scope shit, dude. And I'm not joking when I say this. I'll say it 100% serious. There are women that will sleep with you if your little sign thing matches up with something on their horoscope. That's not a joke. I'm dead serious.
I believe that. Girls be weird, bro. See, that's why I don't want a girlfriend right now. I'm just living life.
That reminds me. The people aren't going to be able to see it, but I want you to describe this meme because I think it fits perfectly with what you just said. Describe it, please.
What meme?
You should have just got it as a text message.
Oh my god, someone texted me.
Yeah, I have to listen to that every time.
When you thought she was the one for you, but she was one for all. Damn, she a hoe. Actually, I saw that one on your Snapchat, I believe.
Yeah, I posted it.
Yeah, and I was like, damn, is Duck going through some female troubles?
No, I've been chilling. I just like memes, bro.
Memes are cool. Goku, after defeating Frieza, just finished the fuck out of Frieza. Vegeta Pearl died.
Okay, we're not PewDiePie. Let's not do meme reviews. I think it's time to call it a stream, though. Or a stream. Jesus Christ.
Oh, we're streaming. Oh my god.
I think it's time to call it a podcast.
Is it, though? Is it really? Oh, I got you there. Yeah, I don't know.
In the fucking podcast.
Not until you ask nicely.
Can we end the podcast, please?
No, but yeah, guys, we're gonna call it an episode because I said so, and not because he said so. Because, yeah, this is my show.
No, it's fucking not.
You said it was my
show.
No,
the fuck, I didn't. You're a liar.
So we appreciate you guys for tuning into the Sticky Show, the Mr.Mediocre Show, whatever you want to call it.
Fat ass entertainment, fucking.
Hey, it's my show, not yours, okay?
No.
But yeah, we appreciate you guys for listening this long. If you're still listening, comment down below, add us on Twitter, say something, hey, we're still listening, yay, or something like that. But yeah, we appreciate you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next week for the Halloween special episode. Bye.
Bye-bye.